Let's kick it off with Sonny. Sonny was the first person to call. Sonny's calling from Eustis. Go ahead, Sonny.
Yes. So I have a 2017 F-150.
Okay.
And I have some electrical issues going on. I don't know if it's typical with this particular year and make and model. So I have charging system service now light on the dash.
Okay.
And I've replaced the battery, the alternator, and on the top of the negative ground terminal, there's a wiring harness that plugs in.
Mm-hmm.
That one of the wires feeds to like an AC line, and then the rest of them go to God only knows where. But I replaced that. But when I'm driving down the road, especially at nighttime, the headlights just flicker on and off, and sometimes they'll completely turn off, as well as the radio and the air conditioning system at the same time.
Okay.
Do you have any suggestions on what I should try to replace next?
This isn't one of those kind of problems. You're not. You better have a big checkbook if you're going to go and start doing this. I'm going to tell you, you've got a battery sensor system built into this vehicle. Now let me explain how this thing works. Most of it is actually integrated into the instrument cluster, believe it or not. And what it does is it senses, voltage loads, and that basically tells the alternator what its output's supposed to be. I'm going to tell you like this. Me personally, I've got a late model F-150 myself, and if I was having this problem that you're having, I'm not going to go and start buying instrument clusters for this thing. This could get out of hand really quick on a vehicle like this. We use what's called an IDS, and that's the Ford scanning software, to where we plug it into the vehicle, and we can sit there and monitor everything that there is in that system. It could be something expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. It could be an instrument cluster, could be a PCM. I mean, there's just a zillion things that can go wrong to cause problems. Similar to that. They could be a wiring harness issue. Who knows? But until you actually have the equipment on it to where you can really scan the system, Sonny, you'll be throwing darts at this thing. You already have. So this can get really expensive, and you can do a whole lot of needless replacing. And you got to remember too. Let's say it does need an instrument cluster. Well, the whole thing, it's all got to be flashed and programmed before it'll even work with the vehicle. So there's so much of this stuff nowadays that, you're a do-it-yourselfer. I commend you for that, but I'm going to tell you right now, and with this particular issue, you're going to need somebody to do the diagnostics on this, even if you go and try to fumble around with it and fix it yourself. If not, you're going to wind up in a big expensive mess. I'm just telling you. There's only so much. There's only so much I can do without the equipment. I'm just telling you. Otherwise, anybody, I don't care how good of a mechanic you are, you'll be doing nothing but guessing. That's all they'll be involved with. But you're going to need to have this professionally diagnosed, and the IDS with the Ford scan equipment, that's what's going to have to be done, Sonny. That way it can be pinpointed. We can find where the location of the problem is, and then do hands-on circuit testing if we need to. But if at this point, like I said, sometimes even a do-it-yourselfer's just got to take a deep breath and be at the mercy of somebody else. And I'm the same way. I hate to be dependent on anybody for anything. And I just don't have that kind of patience. I'll fix it. That's all there is to it. But in this case, without the proper equipment, I don't know if anybody could diagnose it properly without it. Sonny, I appreciate your call, and I hope that sheds some light on what you're into here. And I hope it's something simple, and you can get it back on the road without it costing you too awful much money. We appreciate your call.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking it.
Hi, folks. Larry Perry here. For automotive information, maybe you got automotive questions on cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. Maybe you're thinking about purchasing a used vehicle, and maybe you just want my opinion. Tune in to the Magic Mechanic radio show every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. on wdbo.com. Also, tune in to our Magic Mechanic YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll all get together, maybe fix a few cars while we're at it.